The best offenses are versatile in that they offer options to meet almost every circumstance and opportunity. The UCLA offense did just that, whether we were inbounding the ball or trying to take advantage of a mismatch or a player with a particularly hot hand. And the element of surprise can work to your advantage every now and then. Try the following options when the time is right, of course.
The Kentucky block is a special play to give a good shooting forward an outside shooting opportunity.
Now when this forward that passes to the out guard, when he clears the center, the guard that went outside is going to come in, set the screen right now. He's going to be on the inside of the block. Now the center, he turns and sets the screen inside the block. All right? He's looking for the ball. He didn't get it. Now this forward that's fake back in here, he shouldn't be going until about when this man's about here. That's when he makes his move across. He comes off of the screen, the double screen, with the center down and the forward. And it's amazing how many good shots you could get off of that.
Indiana is a special play that is dependent on deceiving the defense into thinking the play is going to the left, and all of a sudden we have a backdoor play for the guard on the weak side.
Now watch it here as he goes back, he comes back out, gets the ball. Now he passes over there. This guard will often turn his head and look, as he did then, you see? He turned his head and looked over there. Now if you're doing that all the time, it wouldn't work. But once in a while, you've set it up by making you think you're going over here, which we're doing a good part of the time. It's a lot on deception. Anytime you can get the defense thinking you're going to do one thing, when you must have an option to do something else. It's the same thing, you know, we set up earlier when the guard to guard. When the defense starts to thinking that you're always going from guard to guard to start your play, that's when we bring the weak side forward up and we get that good back door. Same thing in places here. But they get to thinking we're going to go to the left side, they maybe turn and look, and that's when you've got the quick cut on the strong side.
Santa Barbara is a special play that is simply the fourth option of the four-option set. And it's a dribble up, and the weak side forward comes off a double screen.
That's the forward. Now his fake's a little better here. Oh, now then hesitate and go. Oh, it's really good. Hesitate and go. Cuts away, going outside. Good pass in there. Comes across. Faked his man pretty well there. Got him leaning, and one dribble here, and he's got a good high percentage jump shot. Can't expect to get better than that. Don't expect to get the layups. If you get the high percentage jump shot, take it. If you can't hit it, get in some other occupation.
play down is designed for a good inside score. We start the ball on one side, swing it quickly to the other, and get it right inside.
Okay, got the ball back. You came across, faked out, got the ball. Get to the other side and into a short man on the short post. Anytime you get the ball into someone on the short post in there, you've got an awfully good chance of getting a field goal or getting free throws. And sometimes you're going to get both. There'll be just too much concentration on the strong side, particularly many times the defensive man on the weak side think they're out of the play and they relax and start looking over toward the ball side, and then a sudden move will open one of the two men you'll have on the weak side.
The play green is designed for a guard who can post up well. It also is based on deception, as the ball looks like it's going to the other side of the floor for some kind of action with the cut over the top. And then we immediately go right into this strong posting guard for the score.
All right, on two different occasions I had a guard, John Green one time and John Valley another time. Both guards, they had played forward and centers in high school. Very good on the low post, very good free throw shooters. So we'd set up and let them cut in, and then they would stay on the low post, just as the guard did then. Now the center gets away and we're looking for the guard on the low post. If we got the ball to them in the post, if we were able to do that, usually we'd score. The forward has a chance to hit him on the low post immediately. All right, he doesn't hit him on the low post. He passes back out to the guard. John fakes across and comes back on that low post again. We've got a second opportunity. John Green, for example, got to shoot 30 free throws in a game for us, and most of them, they were enabling us to get the ball into him on the low post. I know one of my players, when this was happening, said, "Why don't we run something else?" And I said, "Why?" As long as something working, we won't change it. Now that might not be a very good philosophy most of the time, but on certain occasions I think it is. You don't go away from something that's working for you.
Inbounds underneath our own basket, we show a horizontal alignment and enter the ball into the guard on the strong side.
I want each of these four players, 1, 2, 3, 4, to take a step forward with your right foot. You'll do that as the inbounder slaps the ball. And he slaps the ball simultaneous. You force and take your step there. When this man comes around, oftentimes this defensive man right here will switch to take this man. And when he switches over, this man cuts right in there. He'll leave a spot right in there. He didn't do that this time. Oftentimes he will, but by not doing it, this man was open to get it. So to keep this man from getting it, this man would have to switch over, and he didn't. And then this man comes back over here. This man hands up right in there. Okay, then you can get right into setting up your offense. I think we scored more easy baskets from this corner man right here, coming in quickly right in there when this man comes around. There are a lot of inbounds play, but through the years, I would think once I used this one, I think it was the more successful of enabling us to have an opportunity to get a good score or to get the ball in safely, more so than any other out-of-bounds play that I'd ever used.
We now show inbounds underneath our own basket with a vertical alignment.
He's going to have the option of passing to this man coming here. He's going to have the option again to this man going here. He's going to have the option of this man here. And he's going to have the option of this man out here for anywhere he might need to be to get an outlet pass in case one of those three inside didn't get it. If you cut and don't get it, be alert to come back quickly. So much depends, however, on that inbounder. He is number one. He's the important guy. It's up to him to get the ball in properly. If he has pressure, he call a timeout. If he's not going to get it in on time, but it's up to him.
This is sideline inbounds play with a staggered alignment going right into the offense.
Now on a sideline out of bounds, my idea was always to try to get the ball in safely. It wasn't essential to try to get a score immediately. It was to get the ball in safely. So here we have the stagger. Now you watch what happens. The man back there breaks quickly into the corner. This man out here comes around. This man, as he comes around, he looks forward a moment and then brings back and he comes up. We'd like to have an option for any one of them to get open. Let's get the ball in safely, and then we'll go into our offense. Now remember, this inbounder, he's the same inbounder, whether the ball's in here or here, but be back in here. I want the same inbounder. That slows us down on occasions to get him, but that's all right. I want the same inbounder all the time.
We now show sideline inbounds play with a horizontal alignment.
I think he should step forward with his left foot, then push, get his man back, and then push off of it and come around. And then this man ready to step right out. This man was here, right over there, and just leaving this man to come right there for any of those possibilities at the time. Always remembering that if the defense makes a mistake, take advantage of it, go. Don't wait for the other, if the defense, but don't be one that's thinking, well, they're always making a mistake, you can always do this. You can't always do that. Generally speaking, you don't get away from the general idea, but I don't want to take your individual ability away from you. No, on certain occasions you see the opening, take it. The main thing is never get away from the team concept and can make each player understand the team concept and put his individual abilities to use for the welfare of the team, not just for individual statistics for him.